Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. It's currently part 3 for my Let's Play, and I will mention that it is also the 23rd of October 2019 as I'm recording this, which was the same day that I started the Let's Play in part 1. You started the Let's Play in part 1? That's some new information? Yeah. I'm very informative, I think you'll find. But anyway, as I did mention at the end of the previous part, which was part 2, in case you don't know how ascending numbers work, or descending numbers work, both of which are important to be familiar with if you want to live life on planet Earth, as a human being, that is, more specifically. I did mention that I would like to go and explore the entirety of the City of Haze, as far as the directions that I can go in, but have yet to go in, is concerned, before I actually take on the boss, because the boss is not too far from the previous save point that we were just at the start of the recording and at the end of the previous recording. But anyway, I'm going to go and throw that axe. I did not mean to throw it twice, but whatever works. This is a secret place that I unlocked in the previous video by actually using the throwing axe. If you don't have the throwing axe to open that, I don't know what you can do. I would say that the throwing axe is probably the best way to open that. There might be some other vertically striking skills, or maybe you could use whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called now. It's Holy Lightning, which I have yet to actually demonstrate because I haven't come across a situation where it's been necessary yet, but I will demonstrate that probably during the boss. I don't know if it will help me during the boss, but we'll find out. Now, because this whip has so much range, I didn't really need to change to Charlotte there to kill that guy. It does help to play as Charlotte for sure for that particular enemy, but yeah. Shit, I'm playing like dog. Shite. You see, I didn't want to say shit twice. So I actually said dog, then paused, and then said shite, which is kind of terrible, but anyway. This mini devil is really pissing me off, to be honest. So, in this direction is somewhere new. We have a... How do I even say that? Is it Huplande? Huplande? I don't know. Huplande. Let's just say it's Huplande. We do have more defense if we use this over the leather cuirass, so we'll do that. I don't know if it is unisex though, let's have a look. It is unisex apparently, which is good. But of course we are going to prioritize the defense of Jonathan because he is who we are playing as most often. Alrighty. So if you can have a look at the top map here, we do have one more direction that we can go in that is more in a sort of vertical location. We can go up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I believe it won't actually link up to where the boss is located. But again, I just want to explore everything. Not because I'm necessarily a completionist, but because I'm actually generally interested in what's going on in this location. It's the adventurous nature of me, and to be honest, one of the reasons why I prefer Metroidvania over the more traditional Castlevania games is because there is more of an exploration/adventure aspect to these games, which of course began, as far as I know, with Symphony of the Night. But anyway, oof, not getting my timing very well, or my timing is not very good these days with the axe armors and their throwing axes, because of course the ideal situation is you attack the axe just as it leaves the hand so it doesn't hit you, but anyway. So going up here is where we have yet to be, or have yet to go. Yeah, God, if I could speak English that would just be utterly phenomenal. But anyway. So we've got, I can actually sort of read that. It says Victorian something. Victorian scent? Something or other? I can't really read it, to be honest. Okay, so there's a warp point. That is our fourth warp point, actually. So if you can't speak, if we look at the top map, you can see that we have 4 different ways to go, which is really good because now we don't actually have to manually go back to that save point that is close to the boss, which was where we started this video. So that's a good thing, for sure. And I haven't actually yet demonstrated the save point. Not the save point, I've demonstrated the fucking save point. I haven't demonstrated the warp point yet, so that'll be good to do. And I will go dual screen to demonstrate that. Gale Force. Tear through enemies with raging winds. Now I think there is a mace down there, and to actually access that we need to do this. Mace. So the mace will be a... I don't think it's a two-handed weapon, but it is a very similar attack to that of the claymore that I demonstrated in the previous video. It's a big, slow overhead attack. So let's have a look and see. That is a claymore. The mace is the strongest weapon we have so far, so I might actually use that. It is, well, see, it is technically one-handed, because you can see that Jonathan still has his fist in the air, so he's obviously not using that hand to hold the weapon. He's actually one-handing this thing too. Okay, so there are no two-handed weapons in this game. Good to know. He just one-hands everything because he's a fucking monster. But anyway, I mean, one-handing a claymore, FYI, not possible, unless you're some sort of Superman. Strangely, it doesn't look like I can actually get up there. It's not something that I can break. If you look at the map, there is a way up, but I don't know how to get up there. It's definitely not something I can break. I don't really get it. Anyway, I guess we'll go to that warp point and take on the boss. We now have a stronger weapon. I would say that we are probably kind of close to leveling up. Does it have our EXP progress? Okay, so that, I'm pretty sure that... Okay, we only need 16 more experience to level up. Good to know. We are very close. So let's head to that location. The reason why I showed the top screen there is so that you can see how the map goes down to the bottom screen, and it has City of Haze at the top. Just thought it would be nice to do. Oof, that one shot. I actually had forgotten that I was using the mace, so I was lining up based on the range of my whip, but it worked out anyway. I'm of course going to save, not just for the health, but also to save the fact that we did pick up the mace, which is good. Now, I'm not amazing with this boss, I'm not amazing with any of the bosses really, but of course trial and error will be my teacher if I do find things to be difficult. These mini devils are really annoying, but I managed to hit him through the wall. I don't think I killed him there, did I? Wasn't able to really see. But yeah, this is a pretty strong weapon that we've got here, so it was a good thing that we went in the direction that we did. Because now we can go ahead and be as strong as possible to go up against this boss, and we are level 6, I believe, yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. I might try out Holy Lightning as well. I don't think it's going to help too much, but you never know. This music is freaking great, by the way. One of the best things about whatever it's called. Are we hitting armor or are we hitting... Oh, we are hitting the armor. I love that double hit. That's freaking cool. So yeah, I don't believe hitting the head is possible. Now this is really frustrating. Getting hit by this hurts a lot. Ow. This boss isn't too fun. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, let's use a potion, just to make sure we don't frickin' die. Oh, I'm playing like shit. Alright, so we'll use another potion. That's alright. Again, trial and error will be our teacher. There's no health bar for the boss, sadly. So you just need to sort of position yourself in such a way as to... Oh, there you go. That was definitely made easier because we had the mace. I'm going to be pretty serious. If we didn't have the mace, that would have taken a lot longer. Because not only is the mace doing more damage than any of our other weapons, it deals damage twice with a single attack. So that was a lot of damage that we got out in a short time there. Phew, that monster just now seemed to be the core of the magic energy. Meaning Browner can't use the castle's power now? No, not quite. His control of the castle's power has decreased a bit, but... Decreased a bit? I think there's something else. My oh my. I knew I smelled something. Seems like some maggots got inside. A vampire! My, such attitude. You dare disrespect somebody of my caliber? I am a lady, Lady Loretta. As you said, your battle just now may have weakened us a bit. However, I do have some tragic news for you. This wasn't the only one of my father's paintings. I know that. I can obviously tell by sensing the movement of the magical energy. Hahaha. What an amusing sight. A child who fancies herself an adult. Let's take her, Charlotte. Right with you. What, are you gonna punch her? The whip? Jonathan, what are you doing? Unfortunately, I have strict orders from father not to fight you. Now, if you'll excuse me. And that's one of the vampire sisters of this story. And they will have more character development as time goes on. Why did you stop attacking? It was like some strange power was... Oh, never mind. I'm sure it was nothing. I probably just imagined it. Sorry. Oh well. Like that... Or, I guess that's not how she said it. Oh, well, like that vampire said, I sensed other paintings. Or, I sense other paintings. I can't pinpoint their exact location, though. We'll just have to find them. Let's head back to the castle. So I believe that with that boss dead, we have fully explored the City of Haze. So I'd say we've done pretty well. I didn't see shit of that description. So, okay. The situation was, I was actually pressing B to go down, but I managed to pick up the cube after stopping, so pressing B ended up skipping it, which was terrible. Relics, here we go. Fuck off! Okay, let's read this, because what you can do is, at various points in the game, you can press this talk option and they say things to each other. You can attack enemies with physical or magical attacks. When an enemy takes damage and flashes blue, it means the attack had little effect. That's good to know. So matching the right attack to the right enemy is the key to success. So what did she say again? It was, okay. Okay, well this is... I thought they said the same thing every time, obviously not. If I have enough time to recite an aria, my magic will be stronger. As the gauge builds up higher and higher, the power will increase. Anyway, so it was something about the monsters flashing a specific colour when they're not affected by physical or magical attacks, but I think you can sort of tell that based on the damage that you're dealing to them anyway, but regardless, let's have a look at that relic that we picked up. Is it Acrobat Cube? Yes, it must have been this. So spring off partner's shoulders to jump again in midair. I did mention this in the first part, and it seems that we can already do that. Also, it was a relic, so Book of Spirits. This is where we can actually see people's names, but I don't know if it was actually displayed as a relic cube or an actual book. I don't know. Regardless, let's continue on. Maybe it will, well, maybe there is a point of continuation for us that will actually link up to that part that we couldn't access before. I really don't know. Oh, so we've already been given a wall, literally, a wall that we can't get past unless we do that jumping shoulders attack. Unless, of course, we go up here, which seems to be an option. Oh, whatever, let's just do the jumping off the shoulders maneuver. There we go. It looked like I jumped on her head more than anything else, which would have hurt, but anyway. Ow. Let's just... oh, shit. Of course, you can grind experience in this game, which can be helpful if you are having problems with bosses. That's kind of how you deal with bosses in this game. Sometimes you're just under-leveled for them, you know. Alright, let's head over here first, I guess. We do have a way to go... oh, I can't get in there yet. So we will need a spell to get in there. A transformation spell, something that Charlotte is capable of. Of course, Jonathan's not, but that's kind of obvious, I'd like to think. He can't really use magic, unfortunately, for him, but anyway. So let's see if we can actually get up there using Charlotte. Yes, we can. So that's just a regular cape. I don't know how that compares to the hero's cape. Yeah, it gives you less defense, so that's not really helpful. Maybe we can equip it to Charlotte. Yep, she can use a regular cape, that's fine. Alrighty, she had something else that she was able to equip. White corsage. Alright, we'll equip that as well. Now she has the rush co-op move, so it's better that we use Holy Lightning. I didn't end up using it for the boss. I was trying to focus on actually succeeding in killing the boss using my own abilities. Oh yeah, that's right, we can continue in this direction. Apparently I've got a terrible memory that lasts only a minute or two. Anyway, let's head in here. Axe armor. God damn it. Try to jump, please. If you could manage that, Jonathan. No, it's my fault, really. Okay, so I would have a feeling, or I do have a feeling rather, not I would have a feeling. Here we go. I can finally demonstrate this. That's what I mean by it affecting things in all directions. So we can kill those axe armors very quickly. Oh, never mind, it doesn't actually link up, as you can tell. That's a shame. So we got a regular axe here. We'll see how this compares. Oh, that's even more damage. Isn't that funny that we've got axe and axe? They're different things completely, but they've got the exact same name. So I believe that attack's a little bit slower than the mace. We'll see if it deals damage twice. See if we can find an axe armor to hit. I'm okay with getting some more damage. Moonwalkers. Oh, these things. Or at least I think that. Boots that enhance the ability to dash backwards. There we go. So let's actually equip those. We've only got sandals, so that's fine. So that basically gives us more distance when we dash backwards, which is very useful for combat. Just I need to get in the habit of actually making use of the backdash during combat. That definitely helps. God damn it. Alrighty. Really need to get an opportunity to see if this deals damage twice. Here we go, this is my opportunity. Awesome. Okay. Is there anything past here? No. I said no before I actually made contact with the wall because I checked the map and there was nothing that would indicate that it would continue on. Just going up first just to see if there's anything here, which it seems there is. There's a ledge of sorts, which that boomerang throwing skeleton, the slinger, actually fell off. Speaking of falling off, I just fell off there at that moment as well. Alright, I don't know if we can actually... Well, maybe we can. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can make it. Longsword. We'll see how this compares. This will be a sort of medium range weapon that will attack much faster than the axe that we have at the moment. So let's have a look. It does only 16 damage. Oh, that's... Come on, that has the same range as the longsword. Not the longsword. We're using the longsword. It has the same range as the short sword. Look at this. Look at it. Fuck, it moves. Like, come on, the range is pretty much the same. How can you have a short sword and a long sword that have the same range? That makes no sense. I mean, I'm sure it is slightly longer with the long sword, but come on. The difference is almost completely negligible. You wouldn't notice it. Oh shit. Didn't mean to fall that far. This mini devil is putting me off, I suppose. Alright, let's head up here. Seems that there's something we can access here. Looks like a ribbon. What have we got? Velvet ribbon. It is a female item. Let's see what we've got. Or not. It must be... aha. It's a headpiece. I'm assuming that it is female only, yes. So what have we got here? We've got increased defense, increased intelligence. I think we'll go with thick glasses. I don't think that Charlotte would look good in thick glasses. I don't think anyone looks good in thick glasses, really. But glasses can look good on some girls, for sure. I know a few that actually look better with glasses. Shit. Okay. There we go. Let's have a look at our money. What have we got? 7,139. I'm assuming that's not an amazing amount, but compared to what we started with, that's pretty good, so... We have indeed picked up a lot of money in this particular area, which you would hope. But isn't this great? We've spent all this time in this area. We haven't even really progressed much further at all through the... oh, here we go. Push cube. While pushing an object, call your partner to help you push. Radio. So what I was saying was that we've spent all this time in this area and we haven't actually progressed through Dracula's castle at all, which is really good, because that means we've got a lot more time to enjoy exploring in Dracula's castle as well. And I really like that. Just love the opportunity of exploration. Okay, so we actually need to be in the process of pushing when we call our partner. Otherwise she won't, or he, depending on who we're playing with primarily, will not actually help us push. So, there we go. So, I think we've, yep, we've just made a... Okay, that makes sense. So, we've just made that link up to that area that I was referring to before, where we couldn't actually get up. The reason why we couldn't get up was because this thing was in the way. It didn't look like that was the case, but that is how that was working, so good to know. We're going to throw this axe. The main reason why I'm doing that is not for the damage, it's more for the ranged ability of the axe. Am I referring to this or this? They both have the same name, so you'll never know. I guess I'll say throwing axe. That shouldn't be too confusing. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. This is not good at all. Okay, okay, I get the point. It's great, guys. I'm about to die if I'm not careful. I might just use one potion just to make sure I'm safe. I mean, I'm sure there's a way for me to deal with this in a more sensible manner, but seriously, like, that's a bit crazy. Constitution boost. Rightio. Again, don't really know what that will affect, but I'm sure if I look online I'll be able to work that out. We can pretty much kill these guys without needing to be a particularly long distance from them. Because seriously, they're not really doing much to attack us or hurt us. We must be doing really well for experience. We've got 145 left, I think it said. And I don't really know what that equates to because I haven't really been watching the experience numbers for when we've just leveled up, so I don't know what we require overall. So we're going to head back to the portrait warp point. You can tell what a portrait warp point is based on the colour. You can see that it is yellow. So yeah. Now we're going to head back to Dracula's castle. I'm just going to check how long we've been recording, one moment. Alright, I'll probably end the video in just a moment. But we're going to continue a little bit further for now. We have taken care of quite a little bit in this recording. We finished off the City of Haze and killed the boss as well. And we'll see what Wind has to say about all of this. What will it be today? Supersonic Punch. Go to the butcher in town and mince some meat to get ground meat. I don't know who the butcher is, and I don't know how this is a town, but whatever, we'll just go with it. I will save. I'd say this is a good point to save for sure. See what we can get from Vincent. Generally, every single time you clear something, whether it be a portion of Dracula's castle, or maybe it's not even linked to Dracula's castle, maybe it's linked to clearing portraits, you will be able to buy more stuff from him. But I think because, oh, we can actually get castle map too. Whoa, that's a big boost. Now, some of you would say that this is not really as enjoyable to be able to see where you're going with Dracula's castle. It's more enjoyable to maybe adventure a little bit, but this actually doesn't ruin the adventure for me. For me, I want to go to all of those places. It almost excites me to be able to see where I can go, and it also more clearly illustrates where you haven't yet been, so I actually don't think it's a problem at all. I may as well purchase some more potions. I'll probably get, well, I probably don't need that many. I'll just get 5, how about that? Unless I play like complete shit, I should be fine. So we've got combat fatigues. Fatigues? I don't know. Anyway, tailcoat. Justicorps? Or Justicores or something like that. I can't speak. Extravagantly... Oh, now I've got gas. Extravagantly decorated 17th century coat. Which is pretty cool. The hat of a true aristocrat. Okay. That is actually a lot of... imagine getting 9 silk hats. For what exactly? I don't know. I probably won't purchase any of this stuff. It's not really worthwhile. I would say things like this are pretty useful. A ring that increases the mastery received. Huh. Holy mantle. That's not even that great. Why is it so expensive? Pearl ring. A ring adorned with a pearl. What the fuck? Okay, so it increases Charlotte's defense by 1? I guess because you can't have Jonathan wear it. We'll say that it's not because of how it looks, it's because of the fact that it's too small to fit his finger. We'll just say that. Forget me not. So we've got Shuriken, Yagyu Shuriken, okay. Kunai, Dart, Rock Riot, Ice Needle. I believe that we can get all of these just from killing enemies that use the same abilities. And because Throwing Axe is perfect for us right now, I'm not going to actually purchase any of these. They're not going to be better than the Throwing Axe that we have, so... Yeah, anyway. We can sell things that we don't really need, I guess. What's item display? Oh, right. I think this is the, well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how item display works. Aha, for shop mode. I was about to say I had a feeling that it had to do with, well, I guess I couldn't call it co-op. It's, like an online functionality where you can sell things to other people. And shop mode is not really something that I can do, obviously. But yeah. So I don't know where the local butcher is, but we will be able to work out where the local butcher is a little bit later, I would say. So yeah. We'll worry about that at a later date. There is a direction that we can go in that we couldn't access before because we didn't have the ability to jump off Charlotte's shoulders. But now that we do have that ability, we should be able to access the rest of Dracula's castle, or at the very least we will be able to progress through that area, which is pretty important if we want to actually play the game. Anyway, this has been part 3 for Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, and I do thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next recording.